Hello and welcome back to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as I've said a million times, this is the attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. Well, as you probably guessed, it's that time of the month. Not that time of the month. The time for the Vinegar Syndrome and Deaf Crocodile haul for the month of September. So, without further ado, I guess I'll start with Deaf Crocodile, which I think I might always start with. But anyway, as you know, I love Deaf Crocodile, and I didn't have any releases last month, or, August. So, the two this month that I got were, let's see here, Treasures of Soviet Animation Volume 2, which, I have volume 1 back there, which I think it was sold out. At least the deluxe edition was sold out. There's some, that, I don't know if you can, read that. The giant, or capital J card, as I always call it. It's got the back artwork. And like I say about these deluxe editions, nice sturdy box. There's the case for it, and the back of the case with the list of the movies, which there's 3, as you can tell on the front there. They are The Snow Queen, The Scarlet Flower, and The Key. 2 of which are from the 50s, and 1 is from the very early 60s. It does have inside artwork. It's got 1 Blu-ray disc, and there's the inside artwork. I think most of these Deaf Crocodile releases are Region A. Of course, probably isn't the case for the 4Ks, but this one didn't have a 4K. Comes with this nice big book, and these books are, pretty good size. They're not huge, but they're substantial, and that's what I like about these deluxe editions. I believe this one was limited to 2,000 copies. So that was the first title I got. I'd actually got that earlier in the week, and this one just came in a few days ago, but I didn't want to do this video until it came in because it technically was for September. And I don't know how you pronounce this. I'm just going to call it Sirius. And there's the back of that. Like I say, it's also a deluxe edition. The giant J card, or capital J card. There's the artwork on the back. I was interested in this movie I always check out these releases every month on Deaf Crocodile and Vinegar Syndrome. And they always send me emails, especially Deaf Crocodile, because they'll drop these pre-orders early, to where Vinegar Syndrome, it's usually the first of the month. There's the case art. And most of these come with bonus features. Of course, you can read up, whatever on the back. And anyway, like I said, the reason I was interested in this, because it was a really early time travel movie from maybe the 1700s to the 1930s or 40s. Let's see. Yep, it does have inside artwork. It's from 1942. And if you know Deaf Crocodile, a lot of their releases are in other languages with English subtitles. So if you're not keen on subtitles, a lot of this stuff probably isn't up your alley. This one was limited to 1,250 copies. came with the big book. Like I always say, these deluxe editions always come with the big book as well. And for the money, I think they're really good buys, because anymore those those newer Disney movies, the like Elio and Moana 2, they're like $50 if you want the 4K of them, and for like $36 you get quite a bit of deluxe stuff with the Deaf Crocodile stuff. So that was the 2 releases for September from Deaf Crocodile, and like I do every once in a while, I did get some of these almost like baseball cards of the different movies that are... Yeah, that's the right one. That's the one that's reversed. These cards, yeah, I think you can buy the whole set from Deaf Crocodile, but the cards are of the movies that they release. So I'm always happy when I get a few of those. So, I don't want to make this any longer than, these things are painful, I'm sure, to watch. So next on to Vinegar Syndrome. There was only really one new title that I'd seen on there that I wanted, just because. And that wasn't even a Vinegar Syndrome title. It was a partner label title, and it was Phantasma Tapes, which is basically 2 movies plus a bunch of vintage commercials, and the video quality is very, very VHS tape quality. Some of the commercials are better or worse, but this one sold out extremely fast, at least the slipcover version. There's the back of it. It's got the same artwork on the inside. I can't remember if this had reversible artwork and I just didn't flip it yet. Yeah, well, it's got artwork on the inside. Pretty plain Jane disc. White. So I don't know how the glare is with that. And then there's the inside artwork. There was a very, very limited, I think it was only 100 copies of this that came with an actual cassette tape. But alas, it seemed like it sold out pretty quick, so I didn't get that version. But I did get the slipcover version, so I was happy about that. I did watch it, and that's how I know how grainy the film is. But I'm old, as you can tell. And I'm still looking for a makeup artist to make these a little more, more better. So I grew up with a black and white TV originally before we got a color television. I grew up with VHS tapes. Terrible, we had the 3 channels or 4 channels growing up, and they were very snowy at times. So this stuff doesn't bother me. Some of the newer or younger people probably like that crispness. Not Christmas, well, they like that too, but the crispness of, or the sharpness of some of these newer films and stuff. So that might not be for everybody. So the next one, and these 2 I found, I hate to buy just one movie from these places, but sometimes I have to. So I looked around for some more, and I found this one, Battle for the Lost Planet, and there's another movie, Mutant War. I don't know how I missed this, so I didn't get the slipcover version of it. I do like that you get a DVD and a Blu-ray. It does have inside artwork. Well, it's really a reversible cover, and the reversible cover kind of just showcases both movies instead of just the one that's on there. And of course, I checked this one out as well, both movies. The video quality is very, well, I would say medium grainy, and the acting is a little, to be desired. But there is some stop motion in both of these films, and I know I promised I wasn't going to review any more stop motion for a little while. So that's all I'll say is there is stop motion in both of those films. And just from what I could see, it looks like I would enjoy it. Definitely not for everybody. And like I say with all this stuff, please check out some trailers. And most of these, like Deaf Crocodile and Vinegar Syndrome, they have trailers right on the website of these movies. So please don't take my word for it. Kind of get a feel for what you like. Anyway, the last film that I got from Vinegar Syndrome, and this is a Vinegar Syndrome release, A New Leaf. And this is, I don't know how anybody pronounces all this stuff. And I think I've seen other people online go, yeah, I don't know how you say this. I'm just going to say Cinematograph. But it's like, one of their more top line, releases. This is a Walter Matthau film and Elaine May. Just from the trailer, I think this was going to be thought this was going to be a good movie that I would like. It's kind of like a comedy. Comes with a nice hard case, of course, and this, really nice like book-like thing. Comes with what I assume is I guess I could unfold it. A really decent poster, I guess. And of course, because this looks like a book, it has a book inside of it. And there's your two discs, a Blu-ray disc and a 4K disc. Like I say, it looked like something I would like. So, and I actually wanted to pick this up with my last month's order. But I try to keep myself on a strict budget of between Deaf Crocodile and Vinegar Syndrome, how many titles, or money-wise, how much I'm going to spend between both sites. So I was at my limit last month. So since this month was a little easier or better, I ended up, I don't know if I showed the back or not. So I ended up getting this. This one also had a more limited release that came with the actual book. I guess there was a book. So I didn't get that version because I believe it was sold out by the time I did pick up this stuff. So there you have it. That's the September Deaf Crocodile Vinegar Syndrome haul video. So until next time. Oh, and if you've picked up, I always forget this part. If you've picked up any of these titles or any of the titles you did pick up from either one of these companies, let me know down in the comments section. Like I always say, I'd love to discuss it. I'll probably be shooting the video for the rest of the movies I got in September. Like I said with the last video, I'll probably just switch my clothes out and shoot at the same time. And so I should have two videos back to back. Not real close together, I hope. So until next time, when I have probably that haul video on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.